him go. He's not a criminal.
Ma'am, we have to take him back to foster care.
Please just uncuff him.
Get her inside.
Eugenia, please. They're just doing their job.
Forget it. I'll be 18 in a couple months. I'll come back for you. Okay?
One of the reasons why the V.C. Andrews books and movies are so popular is because everybody can relate, whether it's the fact that there is mental illness in their family or poverty or that there is some kind of abuse in their family. Nobody gets out of this life with the family unscathed. So it is a melodramatic version of everybody's existence.
Audrina!
Dark family secrets drive the drama of all V.C. Andrews novels and film adaptations.
I'm not feeling very well today. Maybe you should go and talk with your father instead.
Which father? Your husband or my real father?
Not surprisingly, the enigmatic author drew inspiration from her own life.
V.C. Andrews had a terrible accident at school where she fell down a series of staircases and injured her back very badly. She was bound to a wheelchair and she lived with her mother for her whole life. And her sort of obsession with fairy tales, coupled with the fact that she was sort of a prisoner of her own body and in a lot of ways prisoner of her own family, created this strange style of the stories she wrote. She was writing hyper versions of her life.
V.C. Andrews was fascinated with why people who love each other hurt each other.
She doesn't love us.
I don't care. I don't want her love. I want her to hurt the way that she hurt us.
Family injuring family when they should be so protective. Who will you go to when you're in trouble? If you can't go to your mother, you can't go to your father, you have to go to strangers. That's really hard.
The real reason Luke Castillo has hated you your whole life is because he's not your father. I am.
One thing that's pretty typical in the world of V.C. Andrews is I would never be too confident that you know who your actual mother and father are. V.C. Andrews stories tend to be sagas that follow families over the course of generations, with a lot of twists and turns and secrets that become apparent as the years go by. Terrible things that happen that get covered up over the years eventually rear their ugly head in some way.
I don't know what's going on here, but I'm telling you it's a mistake.
Dawn, your father, he's under arrest for kidnapping. Your parents kidnapped you.
In the V.C. Andrews universe, the stern and mysterious matriarchs and patriarchs are often the keeper of those secrets. This is especially the case with the Flowers in the Attic and Dawn Cutler series of novels and films.
There are some obvious similarities between the Foxworths and the Cutlers. Powerful grandfathers, powerful grandmothers whose job it is to sort of protect the family name and hide the family secrets. Women who seem mean but are hiding ways that they themselves have been abused and mistreated. But I would say both grandmothers have become thick-skinned because of what they've suffered.
We'll be having this for dinner. And I need a horse. Not to kill, to ride.
So when we first meet Olivia Foxworth, she is a bright, energetic, loving young woman. We see that she had a loving father, and she is full of optimism when she gets married and moves to Foxworth Hall.
It's so very dark.
You'll get used to it.
And we kind of quickly find out that it was not the place she thought it would be. There are secrets there, and her husband is just the least supportive husband a woman could actually wind up with.
Who gave you permission to come in here?
Oh, it's you.
Get out.
Her life hasn't turned out as she would hope, and she devotes a lot of her energy to defending her children. And we see that's only successful to a certain extent because these secrets and that abuse can't really be covered up. And eventually, the curse of the family continues.
You have destroyed this family!
No!
You're dealing with families that have a very different public persona than their private lives. So the secrets are all keeping the parts of their lives that they don't want public. In the case of the Dawn series, Dawn is the embodiment of Lillian's biggest secret. So she has to be kept away and managed. And in Flowers in the Attic, Olivia has to keep away Corinne's children because they are, again, the embodiment of all of the dirty secrets of that family. There is rape and incest, and their secrets are as dark and twisted as any family secret could be.
I think more than ever, we're right in the perfect time for this because people are so interested in their backgrounds. There are all these apps and sites where you can find out with your DNA who you're related to, where your grandparents came from. There's so many family secrets. And I think learning secrets about your neighbor is not as intense as learning secrets about yourself.